Well, payments company Cashfree Payments has raised $53 million or about 450 crore rupees in a funding round that was led by Korean digital entertainment giant Krafton to drive product innovation, market expansion as well as global growth. Now, Cashfree currently processes about $80 billion annually and works with more than 800,000 businesses from internet startups to public enterprises. On that note, let me welcome Akash Singh, the CEO and co-founder of Cashfree Payments, to talk to us about the significance of this funding and what it means for the company. Akash, thanks very much for joining us here on Startup Street. Begin by telling us about where Cashfree is now valued at as per this latest funding round. We understand it's about $700 million, and it also establishes a strategic partnership between you and Krafton. What will that synergy sort of entail?
See, valuation, I think whatever is being reported is closer to where we are. So we haven't shared the actual number, but that's where I think we are in terms of valuation. Right, on the partnership, Krafton has a pretty large investment arm, right? So they do both financial and strategic investment. Obviously, they have been investing in India for the last couple of years across sectors like media, entertainment, digital goods and all. And payments means something which very exciting for them. And from our side, I mean, Krafton is a pretty large, group which do a lot of B2C business in digital content consumption space. And that is one segment we see India is also getting bigger and bigger, right? I think as a payments company, we have been doing, like supporting business like e-commerce, travel, financial services. But digital content, digital consumption is on rise in India. I think you can, like look at the data for the last 3 years, right? There has been good growth in segment like OTT, media, entertainment. Right? And this segment is going to become bigger and bigger. And that is why for us, it made sense to be closer to them, right? At least understand the market landscape from them and be ready for that market boom, which is going to happen in India in the next few years.
So, Akash, how exactly are you going to deploy this capital for growth? What kind of market expansion are you looking at, and what kind of geographical expansion are you eyeing?
We have been investing in a business in 4 larger pillars, right? One is payment infrastructure. Second is merchant experience. Third is customer experience. And fourth is, on international expansion, right? So on payment infrastructure, we already went live with product like UPI Switch, BEPG, and we plan to do more and more such infrastructure-led development by being closer to the issuers and networks. On merchant experience, idea has been to how do we make it much easier for merchant to access Cashfree. So that's where product like, instant settlement and, secure ID, even cross-border, right? A lot of these products are launched to improve merchant experience for using Cashfree platform. For customer experience, we, product one-click checkout has become, a phenomenal hit in the market that is targeting D2C merchants and their customers who are using D2C merchants. At the same time, we believe there are a lot more we can do to evolve customer experience, the ones who are using Cashfree platform. And that's where we are going to invest, a lot more energy in the next 2 years. The fourth is international expansion, which is also pretty big, right? I think we have acquired a stake in a company in UAE like 3 years back. And this year, the plan has been to scale it up, right, and be one of the market leader in that market. And that is where I think significant focus will also be spent as part of the financing round in expanding the international market, starting from UAE, going to KSA, and 4 other markets, which are part of Middle East region.
Cashfree had a period of slower growth while RBI had put new merchant onboarding on hold for you. And then, of course, you got your authorization for the payment aggregator license. How has business growth been since then? And at what pace are you able to add merchants now?
After getting the license, we took some time to be much more ready, right? And we have seen more than 130% growth when it comes to merchant count. Today, as a platform, we process close to $80 billion in terms of GTV. And we have close to 8 lakh merchants on the platform. So the platform is very sizable. We are handling very large scale. And just to give you more recent number, right, we get more than 45,000 leads every month, right, which is very high number of leads that any payments company get globally. Right? It means I think platform is very much attractive. I think a lot of businesses of all sizes, be it smaller, mid-size or larger ones, right, are very happy with what we have built at Cashfree and the kind of products we are offering. And all of them are seeing Cashfree platform as a good enabler, for a growth in their business, right? So in the last 6 months, we have been able to onboard a lot of marquee, internet-first businesses which are there in the market, like Swiggy, BigBasket, Bajaj Finserv, Zepto, right? And that also shows the, testament of these merchants that Cashfree platform is helping them in their growth, helping them give best experience to their users. At the same time, making it occasionally easier for them to manage payments on the platform.
So you're currently processing about $80 billion annually, you say, and working with 800,000 businesses. At what pace, tell us, is business growing here? How is both the domestic and cross-border payments as well as the PPI business individually growing for you?
Cross-border business, we got the license 6 months back. I think last of last year, like around December, Jan, we went live with 5 to 6 beta customers. I think this year will be big for cross-border because cross-border as a space which hasn't been explored a lot in the last few years, right? The license is new. A lot of things have been standardized, right? The regulation is also much clearer. And there's a strong interest, with both sides of the business community, right? As part of the new budget, right? India is supposed to be a big export, like powerhouse. And that is where we see a lot of scope for us enabling businesses which are very export oriented. At the same time, making, like doing business with Indian consumers much more easier for international businesses who are not based out of India. So these are two flows which are very big in itself.
Akash, you'd earlier told us that Cashfree aims to cross 1,000 crores in revenue for this financial year, and a quarter of that will come from non-payment products. Are you on track for that, and what should we expect in terms of profitability?
We are very much close to that revenue. I think we may surpass that as well. In terms of profitability, as I said, we are very much on track. I think we have been doing our investment this year, but it's a matter of few months. I think where we'll be back to profitability again. Just for the record, company has been profitable for 4 consecutive years, starting from 2018, 2022. So we know how to make business sustainable. And it's just a matter of few more months where we'll be back to profitability after seeing growth in these products, that we just discussed about.
All right, Akash, thanks very much for your time here on CNBC TV 18. We wish you all the very best. Thank you.